everybody, happy Monday. Now don't worry, my regularly scheduled video will be coming out. However, I wanted to do a quick vlog about the Call Me Caitlyn. If you haven't heard, Caitlyn Jenner, formerly known as Bruce Jenner, was on the cover of Vanity Fair. And if you haven't been following this story, I encourage you to check it out. And I'll put the link below to the Vanity Fair article because I think it's really important for all of us not only to read and understand if we're not part of the trans community, but also to keep the conversation going. And I want to highlight a couple of things and then I'll wrap it up really quick. But it's mainly, the main reason I wanted to create this is so that we as a community can continue this conversation, because it's so great when we have a celebrity person talk about their experience and their process. But I think it's more important to continue this conversation and continue the growth that the trans community is getting through this so that we can raise more awareness for more people utilizing Caitlyn's story. Now, I know for a lot of people, and myself included, a lot of things with the trans community can be very confusing. It can be very difficult. And I've been reading a lot to better understand. And I know that pronouns are very important and can be very difficult for people to remember to use properly. And I thought this was really interesting because Bissinger, the person who interviewed Caitlyn, apologizes over and over, they're saying in an article, for repeated pronoun confusion, and asked her whether she's sensitive about it. And Caitlyn said that she doesn't really get hung up on it. And then she said that a guy came in the other day and she was fully dressed, in a dress, and said, "Hey, Bruce here." And she thought, "Oh, fuck, it ain't Bruce. I'm screwing this all up. I'm doing it wrong." And I think it's important to recognize as a mental health issue, right? Like a lot of suicide and depression can be very prevalent in the LGBTQ community, and especially for trans people. And I think it's important to know that it's your own process and it takes time. I mean, Caitlyn has been living as a man for, I believe Caitlyn's 60 something years old. That's a long time, and getting used to the fact that now you're not living in secret, you're not living a lie. Caitlyn talks about a lot of that, feeling like she was just living a lie and felt very empty. And I think it's important to recognize that it's a process and it takes some habit breaking, because Caitlyn was so used to saying, "Hey, Bruce here," that she said that and thought, "Oh, but now I'm supposed to be Caitlyn." And recognizing that you're not supposed to say anything immediately. It's all a process. And I really can't encourage you to read this article enough, because not only does she talk about that and getting used to the change in name and addressing herself, but also the changes that have come along with sexual reassignment surgery and getting some I think they called it facial feminism structure surgery on the face, and how it was really, it created a panic attack for her, and she thought, "Oh my God, did I do this? Should I not have done this? What am I doing to myself?" And the thought immediately faded. She talked to a professional. They found out that that could be due to some of the sedative medications and things that she had to go under in order to have the surgery. But all of this is important information to know, because everyone's experience is different. Everyone is going through their own transition. Some people don't even want to have sexual reassignment surgery. And I think it's just important to understand all aspects. And the last thing that I want to talk about is the fact that the whole E-series, and I'm trying to scroll to find the exact quote that she uses, but Caitlyn is doing an documentary series about this process. And she says that obviously she's going to get money from it, but it's not for the fame, it's not for the money. It is the whole reason that she's doing any of this is to raise awareness, that it will focus on ways of lowering the rates of suicide and attempted suicide in the transgender community, among other issues within the trans community. And I think it's really important that we recognize how serious of an issue that is, and that anything that we can do to promote more awareness, to help people who are feeling lost, feeling hopeless, to know that they aren't alone and that there is hope out there. So I will link not only my suicide prevention video here to click if you yourself are struggling, but also I'll add the link into the article, because I think as a community, it's really important that we keep talking about this in a positive, raising awareness way. So please use the hashtag if you want to talk about it. Call me Caitlyn, and I'll put the link below, and let's keep talking. Love you all. Bye.